Hello today, and today we're going to have a game of Street Fighter 2 for the Amstrad CPC, and this was a game request by Rob Small. Hang on, you're thinking, haven't I reviewed this on the Amstrad CPC? No, not this version. This version is a work in progress by the looks of it. It's a prototype version from 2021. It wasn't that version from 2008, which was basically the original Street Fighter converted to Street Fighter 2 on the CPC, which was crap, because Street Fighter on the Amstrad CPC was utter crap. I had that game back in the day, but this seems to be brand new. It looks nice, but as I said, it could be a work in progress. This is the only version I can find. It's known as the prototype version, so still obviously being worked on, hopefully, because it looks rather good. So there's no joystick support as far as I know. You can play, as far as I know, you can play two players, but you've got to both use keys. So player one keys are cursor keys, full stop and comma. So we can't choose. I don't think we can choose. They look like they're greyed out, and I think even goal's greyed out there. So if I try to choose, oh, we can. Okay, maybe I was wrong. So there's no sound. Obviously, they ain't done anything with the sounds yet. Give it a chance. Give them a chance, because this could be something spectacular when it's done. Now, as far as I know, right, yeah, that's what happened. It crashes because it can't load up the character. Hang on, I'll reset it. Okay, so if they're greyed out, you can't select them. Right, so we'll just stick with Ryu, Ken, so let's be Ryu. Okay. Now I know it works as I've tested it. So I can still see the light coming on, so it is loading up. Here we go. Look at that. That really does look something nice. That looks absolutely brilliant. The animation's pretty decent. It's pretty smooth. So this would be fantastic if this was released back in the day, and it would support two buttons, hopefully, because the CPC could support two buttons. It's quite fast when it scrolls. I do like the widescreen effect, even though I'm doing absolutely shit at it. But this moves nicely. The controls are very responsive. It does require 1 to 8K of RAM, which I would expect. I mean, I did review a game not so long ago, Mighty Steel Fighters, which required at least 512K of RAM. Unless you buy something, you know, you're not going to have 512K of RAM on your CPC. At least if you know, if you got 1 to 8K like CPC 6.1s to 8s, you can play this. You ain't have to do any upgrading or nothing. So she beat me. So rather impressive for the CPC. Rather impressive. Mode 1 graphics. Really nice graphics. Now, as I said, this is a 2021 prototype, so they're probably still working on this game, probably trying to get it to perfection, maybe getting the sounds in and all that. I don't know if it's going to require more memory. I hope it doesn't, even though I still can't play it on my real CPC 464, so... But that's not the point. But if you had a CPC 6.1s to 8, you probably can. Maybe I'll have joystick support. I don't know, but I'm rather impressed with the graphics. I'm rather impressed with the playability. It looks rather nice. Controls are very responsive. Yeah, I know I'm crap at it, but yeah, this will be good. This will be excellent once we see the full game. Yeah, I can understand if they want to charge for it because it looks rather decent. So I can understand if they want to charge for it. Be nice. It would be nice. Oh, what happened? Run out of time. It would be nice if they did a physical release of this game. But you know Capcom are going to say something about it, so I can't see it because Capcom. But for work in progress, a prototype game, rather impressed. Rather impressed. It just shows you what the CPC can really do. In good, talented hands, it just shows you how good the CPC really is. Especially with its colour palette, mode 0, sorry. Get all the colours, 16 colours, well not all the colours, 16 colours on screen. Now, will they do a plus version of it? Obviously with more colours. But you know, even for a standard 6128, it's still pretty decent. Right, she beat me. Okay. Well, I think what it's going to do is just going to carry on playing. So let's just restart it. Let's load it up again. And let's choose a different character. What's that? He Honda Blanco. Well, we can't choose that. Let's choose Ken. I'm up against He Honda. And let's see how. Because obviously he's going to be in red, so the colours are going to be really sharp. Yeah. That is brilliant. I would say, is it fair for me to rate it? I know it's not a full game, but I have rated demo versions in the past, but I will give this high marks. I certainly will give this high marks. It deserves it because it's brilliant. And I'll tell you what, it'll be definitely getting more higher marks than the Amiga version. Because that was a version that could have been better and it wasn't. And I did have that on the Amiga back in the day. I originally played it on my mate's Super Nintendo. That's when I first played it. Well, then I had it on the Amiga and it was no way as good as the Super Nintendo version. Just no way as good. It came on 4 discs, so you was disc swapping, so that ruined it sort of. Didn't work on my Amiga 1200, so I couldn't install it on the hard drive. I don't know if it had hard drive options anyway to install it, but I think it's glitching up a bit at the bottom, but that's, as I said, I'm not going to mark it down for that because it's work in progress, so it's just a prototype. But it's rather impressing. It's brilliant. Controls are nice and responsive, and that's what you want with a game like this. Responsive controls. Nice colourful graphics. It's just a pity we don't get any sounds, but I can only imagine what the sounds are going to be like on here. Will we get sampled speech? Is that too much to ask because of memory limitations? I do not know. I'm not a programmer. There is a little bit of glitching going on, but it's just work in progress. It's a prototype, so But it is impressive. It is rather impressive. I would say, I don't want to sound nasty, but I'm not sounding nasty, but I think this is more impressive looking than the Mighty Steel Fighters 2. Mighty Steel Fighters. Even though that was a good game, but that did require 512k of RAM. And if this is just for 1 to 8k, then this will be the winner, I think, for me, once it's finished. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there because it's just going to carry on playing, and I'm impressed. I'm absolutely impressed with this prototype. I hope they go on and complete the game. I hope they don't rush it, you know, and they keep it brilliant, you know, as it is, because they've got good controls. Yeah. Yes, it's rather good. Really impressive. See, this just shows what the CPC can do. Anyway, going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.